Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Trisha's Kitchen, with me, Trisha. Hi, we're going to make some pizza dough. It's a very easy recipe. So right here I have 6, I'm actually doing this double recipe. It's 320 mils for one batch. So I have 640 mils here, and I just want to check my water isn't over 43 degrees. That's just right, or it can kill your yeast. I'm making double batch, that's the water in. And I also need that's 2 tablespoons. Sorry, I need to bring you down guys, you can't see what I'm doing. So I've just put my water in here, and I need to add 2 tablespoons of water, or sugar. And 2 packets of yeast. I'm just using these little dried instant yeast. And you want to open your whole package up of these here because of the tendency to stick. Just open it up, get everything in. Love the smell of yeast. There we go. Just give it a rattle in there. Get rid of these. Now, I just need to find my whisk, which is here. I just want to give this a little bit of a whisk. This is instant yeast anyway, so you don't really have to wait for it to rise, but I like just to give it a wee bit of time in the water by itself with the sugar. Sugar feeds yeast, so it's actually eating in here right now. Okay, so we're going to get the rest of our ingredients in. So we need 2 tablespoons of oil, so that's for single recipe, so I need 4. That's our oil in. And the recipe calls for 450 grams of flour, but I'm doubling it, so I have 900 grams of flour here. That's just going straight in. Oops. Straight in. And the last thing we need is 2 teaspoons of salt. And I use pink Himalayan salt in nearly everything. Make sure it's not directly onto your yeast. I try to get it on top of the flour, and then give it a bit of just a mix into your flour there on top. And that's all you need. That's all you need to make pizza. So we're going to put this is going to get a wee bit loud guys, so I'll turn it on just until it gets incorporated. Keep it down as low as I can. Just get my scraper. You can see in there. Just keep it on low speed until it starts to all come together. It's coming together nicely there now. So I'm going to actually just turn this off for a second and scrape down the sides. I don't want anything left. So just give the sides a little bit of a scrape down. Push everything down in. It's easier to do it at this stage. Okay. Put it back on. I'm going to keep it at low until it's well mixed in. Okay, so this is pretty well mixed in now, so I'm going to keep it at a lower speed and let the machine knead the dough for like 7 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, that's been going for 7 minutes, so I'm just going to take it out, get the dough hook out. Some people like to go into this with their hands, but I don't. So I'll take the bowl off, I'll just get rid of the mixer. Now, I'm just going to put, I like my surface is clean, everything's been sanitised. With dogs in the house, right, you always want to make sure your surfaces are nice and clean. I'll just flour that up. I'm just going to use the same scraper to scrape the dough off. Take it off the dough paddle. Come off. It should come out relatively easy. I want it all out. I don't like wasting any. There we go. I don't need that anymore. Get rid of my flour a bit. I'm just going to scrape all this out onto the floured surface. Oh, there you go. A little bit of flour just over the top, and if it sticks, don't worry, just use your scraper and lift it with the flour until you get it into a manageable ball. There we go. And just keep folding it in itself. I need a little bit more flour. Depends what the weather's like actually, what way your flour is going to behave. Or your dough is going to behave, should I say, sorry. Now, just work it round and round. Now I'm going to lift this and get it into a nice ball. See, that's lovely. And it springs right back at me. Now, my recipe, for one portion of the recipe, it makes 4 pizzas. So this is going to be enough for 8. So what I do is cut it straight in half. As so. You go there. And work this one into a ball. If you have to use a little bit more flour, go ahead. I don't like putting too much flour on. Another nice ball. This would be the original recipe, so we're going to cut this in half. And I'm going to freeze this. This was a portion for 2. This is a portion for 2, and the same with this one. Straight in half. And just work it into nice wee balls. Sorry guys, I hope you can see this video and all, and you can hear me. I'm sort of new to this. I'm getting on in years a bit, and technology's not my greatest thing, so bear with me. Now, if you were going to use this fresh, you would put the dough, before you do anything to it, straight out of the bowl into a well-oiled bowl, cover it and let it sit until it doubles in size. But because I'm not using this now, I'm going to freeze it up, so I'll show you what way I'm going to do that. So I get a bit of cling wrap. Just move those over a bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm not going to worry about the flour. Bit of cling wrap. And a little bit of oil on here to oil it out. One ball of dough into the oiled wrap. Over we go. And this will go straight into a freezer bag and straight into the freezer. Bit of oil. Your dough. And wrap it up. Two. 3. Just oil your cling wrap, your dough on, and that's it. Wrap it up well. Keep it nice and safe for the freezer. And it'll be inside your freezer bag as well, so it's going to be well protected. I've actually just oiled bags before and just put the dough in the bag. It's a bit harder to get out, but it does just flop out at the end of the day. And you can always pull at it to get it out. There we go. Now my hands are all sticky, just give me a second. Okay, so each one of these dough balls, and remember this is enough in this to make 2 pizzas. It's going into our freezer bag. Press it down to get all the air out. Seal it up. And I don't like to flatten it too much, just the shape it's in. So there's 1. Two. 3 and 4. So that's 8 pizza bases we have, and you've seen how simple it is to make, how quick it is to make, and save yourself a fortune going out and buying pizza bases. You don't want to seal. Alright. There we go. There we have it. 8 pizza bases ready for the freezer. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of pizza base making. If you like my video, please consider even hitting the like button, and if you feel up to it, even subscribe. Thanks guys, see you soon.